What's up, my fellow heathens, atheists, agnostics, non-believers? For the last few months, one of my favorite YouTubers has been getting attacked. And I'm really glad to see that Cult of Dusty is taking back off again. When he took his hiatus, I was pretty sad about it. His content is what I have enjoyed the most when it comes to atheist content on YouTube. So I'm really glad to see that he's back at it, and he's actually taking the right stance. And he's getting attacked for that, and I want to address that, and I want to throw my full support behind Cult of Dusty and Dusty Smith. I think he's doing it right. I don't agree with him on every single thing, and I'll talk about that in a little while, but I think he does it right, and I think others need to take note, and I wish I had his sense of humor. So why is he getting attacked? Well, he's getting attacked because he's calling out skeptics for their bullshit. He's calling out Sargon of Akkad, who is an imposter. Sargon of Akkad says he's a leftist, but yet he promotes right-wing politics, and he promotes Donald Trump every chance he gets. So, I think he's caught the most outrage, though, because he called out TJ, and Dusty's backed off on that, and I really wish he wouldn't have, because I think he was accurate. I think he was right when he called out TJ, and I think if TJ was honest, he would admit it to you, and I think TJ has come back to the old TJ again and realized that Donald Trump is shit, and I appreciate that TJ's done that. I wish that TJ would come out of the anti-SJW thing and get back into the religious thing, but that's my personal preference. I don't really think that Dusty was disrespectful with TJ, but I think a lot of people took it as being disrespectful. But I felt the same exact way. I really don't watch the Amazing Atheist or TJ anymore because he doesn't talk about atheism, and he did go right wing. And I'm not saying that SJWs don't deserve to be talked about. I'm just saying that you can still do the atheist thing. We need TJ actually speaking out against Trump, and to his credit, he's doing more of that. And I'm not trying to bash TJ. I have no desire to do that at all. TJ is the Amazing Atheist. He's got 3 million viewers. I think that he is probably one of the best debaters on YouTube. I just wish that he would debate more like he used to outside of the SJW thing. But Cult of Dusty's getting attacked mainly by Sargon of Akkad's fan base, and he shouldn't. Cult of Dusty's doing it exactly right. Cult of Dusty is doing it exactly right. But here, check this out.
So I found out today that Sargon of Akkad is a 9/11 truther. If you guys don't know who Sargon of Akkad is, basically he's this really popular YouTuber in the skeptic community who claims he's a liberal, but he basically spends the vast majority of his time attacking liberals and the left, shilling for Donald Trump, shilling for Le Pen, and he's also the leader of the Kekistani Frog Army, which is basically a bunch of kids who change their Twitter pictures to frogs in order to show everybody how original and edgy they are. Am I cool yet? No, you're not. I have no idea how Al from Home Improvement became one of the leaders of the skeptic community. What the fuck? And in my opinion, Sargon, the Frog King, has been a very toxic influence on the skeptic community.
Dusty is exactly right to call out Sargon of Akkad, however you pronounce his name, because he's doing exactly what Dusty's saying he's doing. He's claiming to be a liberal while he attacks left-wing politics relentlessly and shills for Donald Trump and supports Donald Trump wholeheartedly. I don't see how any atheist, agnostic, or non-believer of a Abrahamic faith can be behind Donald Trump just for the sole reason of what him and Betsy DeVos is trying to do in our schools. That should be a deal breaker immediately for any so-called skeptic. And yet, Sargon of Akkad shills for Donald Trump nonstop. claims to be a leftist, but shills for Donald Trump. I don't understand that. I'm not saying talk shit about Donald Trump nonstop, but hey, come on. I mean, all you do is talk shit about the left. And where are these so-called anti-SJWs when it's a left-wing person being attacked by SJWs? Where are they then? When it's Bill Maher being attacked and having his job threatened because he said a word? Or where are these anti-SJWs in defense of the comedian, what's her name, Kathy Griffin, and her photo? No, you know, Sargon wasn't there defending them. Sargon was talking shit about the left. So I find it ludicrous that these anti-SJWs don't just come out and say what they are. Alt-right. And I'm not calling them all that. I'm not calling TJ alt-right. TJ is obviously gave an honest opinion and was honest with you, even though he knew when TJ started coming out for Trump, you don't think he knew he was going to lose some of his fan base and gain another fan base? And then when the facts came in, it didn't take TJ long to say, hey, Trump is shit. I was wrong. And he admitted it. And he probably lost some subs for that too. So, you know, I'm not saying every anti-SJW is alt-right, but if you are relentless in your criticisms of the left, have no criticisms of the right, shill for Donald Trump, yeah, you're probably alt-right. You're probably posing as a leftist. So I think Cult of Dusty is exactly right to call out this con man. It's my opinion on it. And he's the only one doing it that I can see. You know, and Cult of Dusty Smith is not afraid to take on controversial topics. One of the things I don't agree with Dusty is his stance on Black Lives Matter. He's had personal experience with Black Lives Matter that has led him to not like them, associate with them, or support them. I can't comment on his personal experience with them. I can only comment that I support Black Lives Matter. And, you know, I probably support Black Lives Matter for the very same reasons that Dusty supported them at first, until he had that personal experience and changed his support. He's not afraid to be controversial, and I dig that. And he was not afraid to come out against the SJWs that were attacking Bill Maher.
So last week, Bill Maher made a joke and said nigga.
Wow. I got to get to Nebraska more.
You're welcome. We'd love to have you work in the fields with us.
Work in the field?
That's part of that. That's
Senator. I'm a house nigga. No, it's...
He referred to himself as a house nigga. Wasn't talking about anybody else. He was simply making a joke about himself. And he uttered this word that white people are not allowed to say regardless of what the context is. And oh no, everybody flipped the fuck out. Which is fine. It's totally understandable. We live in the age of the outrage media, where the entire purpose of a lot of this is just to make you angry, make you hate somebody, so you can feel better about yourselves and give them clicks and let them make money. So obviously, white dude says nigga, outrage media definitely gonna jump on that, milk it for everything it's worth.
Once again, Dusty Smith is exactly right. Exactly right. Now, I might go about it differently than him, but I agree wholeheartedly. Nigga is a word. It is an adjective. Now, it has been used to demonize the people, not nigga, using the hard R. But even that, I am for free speech. You know, if some racist fuck wants to go around calling black people niggers, well, he has the right to do so. And guess what? Those black people have the right to hit him in the face. Stomp on his head. You know, they'll face repercussions for that. But hey, the guy that's screaming nigger is getting his repercussions as well. So, I mean, but it's just a word. So I agree with Dusty, and we shouldn't be afraid to combat this word. And you cannot tell me that I cannot say this word. You know, context is everything. So if I go, and I wouldn't do this out of respect, but if I were to go up to a bunch of black people that I knew and I'm like, what up, my niggas? I am not being racist. I'm not. That matters. If I go up to a group of black people and I'm like, all you niggers need to be hanged, guess what? I'm being fucking racist. That it matters. The context matters. And Dusty Smith is not afraid to tell you that, and I respect the hell out of it. If people are saying he's a showman, well, we need more showmen in this cause. Because guess what? It's time to stop being nice. Have they been nice to us atheists over the generations? You know, I'm getting a lot of heat from the fans of Girls Defined because I'm bullying them. How am I bullying them? You know what bullying is? Burning atheists at the stake. But the best thing, in my opinion, about Dusty Smith and his Cult of Dusty YouTube channel is his comedic value, the comedy he brings to this religious debate. I think the best thing you can do to religion is laugh at it. Show how ridiculous it is. Show how funny it is. And just make fun of it. And he does that better than anybody I've ever seen. And I really wish that he would get back to his animations where he does voiceovers. They're hilarious. These are two quick little cuts of my favorite ones. Check them out.
So about 2,000 years ago, I'm hanging out in heaven, minding my own damn business like I do, when all of a sudden my dad comes in and he's like, Jesus, I need you to do me a favor. And right off the bat, I'm like, oh shit, man, because I know my dad. I know him. There are no small favors with this guy. It's always like, hey, dude, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to cut off the tip of your penis. Or, hey, dude, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to walk across the desert for 40 years. Or, hey, dude, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to build a giant fucking boat. I mean, it's always something with this guy. So to be honest with you, I knew I was fucked from Jump Street. But you know, he's my dad.
That was funny. That was hilarious. But this one, Adam, is hilarious too. And I find them all hilarious. And I almost showed you the part where Adam talks about banging Eve on a pile of apples, but I chose this part instead.
That guy has got some freaking issues, man. So as his firstborn, let me just tell you a little secret about our father. He is a fucking dickhead, man. He set you up for failure to begin with, and then he blames you for not being perfect when he created you imperfectly to begin with. It's a fucking no-win situation with this guy. What a fucking cockgobbler. So look, I'm sorry about original sin, okay? I'm sorry. I think it sucks that God did that. I think it sucks that God is punishing everybody who ever lived for some dumb shit I did when I was a kid. That's retarded. But don't blame my ass for that shit. Put that blame right where it belongs, to the supreme cocksucker upstairs. I'm Adam from Adam and Eve fame, and that's the Apple incident according to me.
So I fully 100% support Dusty Smith and Cult of Dusty, and I urge anybody that watches this video to check out his channel if you haven't seen him already. He's hilarious. And he's what this movement needs. We need more people unafraid to call them out, to tell them how it is. We need more people just being blunt about it. A lot of the criticisms I get in the comment section on this channel is that I'm too profane. Well, you know what? I stopped running away from curse words a long time ago. I stopped believing that words can curse me a long time ago. And I will use the words that I feel best describes what I'm trying to say. And if anger's involved, guess what? The F-bomb's probably gonna drop. It's stupid for you to think that words have more power than what they actually have. They're words. And I'm a writer. I use words. And Cult of Dusty is not afraid to use words. And he's not afraid to make you laugh. And I think a lot of people are afraid to watch him. I had Greg watching him back in the day. And Greg was laughing. And he's one of the most serious Christians I've ever met in my life. But he was laughing, and he admitted that he didn't want to laugh but had to. That's what we need. We need these fools laughing at themselves. Because guess what? It's better than burning atheists at the stake. It's better than hating on gay people. It's better than a slew of other things that their religion can be used for and has been used for in the past. So hey, let's laugh. Let's have fun with it. And let's beat the shit out of them. As always, I'm the Raging Atheist. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, share me on your social media, comment in the comment section below. I'll see you soon.